I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So we got to the point where we had these guys falling in love with my models, serious, big time in love, right? Sending crazy money. And they were convinced they were going to meet the chick. This is almost where I kind of felt bad. Because
Andrew fucking Tate, ladies and gentlemen, the world is shaped by those who learn how to move people. And there's no better example than this man for the ability to move people. Whether you like him or you hate him, you have to admit that man has influence. So what we're going to do today is we're going to review his speaking skills, his communication, his storytelling skills, most importantly, in this podcast right here, based on the 6 pillars of speaking that I teach my clients. This is what I do with my clients in business, sales, and content. So if you want me to review your own content or speaking for free, then join the link in the description, join our community, send me the clip you want me to review, and I'll send you a personalized feedback video just like this. Let's go in.
because they were like, can we meet? I've sent you $200,000. Can we meet? Can we meet? Can we meet? And the problem
What was
is,
the most that one person sent to a model? Total.
Watch the reactions from the guys hosting the podcast. Oh, they're so involved, and there's a reason for that, a very specific reason. So let's rewind and see what he's talking about. By the way, my intention was initially only to review the communication side of it, but he's talking about his experience in the OnlyFans industry, in the sex industry. This is so important. It is close to my purpose as well, my previous business, and you guys can see on this channel as well. I talk about NoFap, semen retention, transmuting that sexual energy a lot. So this will be a very interesting interview to review.
so we got to the point where we had these guys, we will fuck a guy up. I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So we got to the point where we had these guys falling in love with my models, serious.
So the first thing I want you to notice here is this guy is literally speaking in hooks. If someone goes, I got them selling their houses, their life savings, all of it to me, with the intensity, with the projection, no filler words, and it's very controversial. That's one way to immediately grab someone's attention. That's one of the pillars of speaking, novelty. That's one of Tate's best skills in speaking. It's his ability to say things that are controversial, say things that people would want to say, but they don't have the courage to. His ability to be bold in the way he expresses himself. This is super, super important. And then he immediately goes into a lower tone, into storytelling mode, and just watch the masterpiece.
It's big time in love, right? Sending crazy money. And they were convinced they were going to meet the chick. This is almost where I kind of felt bad.
This is almost where I kind of felt bad. This moment in storytelling is key. Another pillar of speaking is congruency, which I define as the ability to tell personal stories, to be vulnerable, to be authentic, to be human. This is how you captivate human emotion. So when he goes, this is almost when I started feeling bad, you grabs your attention because you go, oh shit, this is about to be taboo. This is about to be a secret. He reveals something deep. He's being vulnerable here. And it also creates contrast. They were selling their houses, giving me all their money. But this is where I kind of started feeling bad. That contrast is beautiful. Let's keep watching.
Because they were like, can we meet? I've sent you $200,000. Can we meet? Can we meet? Can we meet? And the problem
What was
is,
the most that one person sent to a model? Total.
million?
Wow.
About $1 million in about a year. So they'd want to meet the chick, right? I only did a meeting once ever. I had a big customer with my best girl.
How much did that cost?
He paid 50 G's for dinner, just dinner. It was clear it was just dinner. He booked a really nice restaurant.
You can notice all the guys asking questions being involved, and he just answers directly, but very short answers, keeps going with the story.
In London. It was me, my brother, and about 4 of my other kickboxing boys on different tables because he doesn't know what we look like, right? So he's gone to dinner. She's sitting at the table. He's sitting at dinner. He's surrounded by killers, bro. He didn't even know. Casey was weird or tried to drug her or some shit, right? So he said,
Notice the facial expressions. He's so expressive. His body language being very energetic at the same time laid back. That's frame. I always say the person in the conversation that is the most relaxed and the most enjoying their time, you can see both with Tate here, has the frame, holds the frame. And he who reacts is a person who loses the frame. It doesn't mean you always want to be the frame control, whatever. You can be in reactive mode sometimes, but this is here a very strong contrast. The guys are reacting, they're asking questions. Tate holds the frame.
Sat there at dinner, had the dinner, whatever. Dinner ended, nothing happened. But after they meet the girl once, the fantasy's now ruined. Like, so now they're like, okay, when can we meet again? When can we meet again? You said you liked me. You said you loved me. Hey, why don't you stay over? They start getting really pushy, and you end up like losing the customer because you can't keep meeting him without nothing happening. Girl doesn't want anything to happen, so you got to kind of keep it in the fantasy world. So we learned from this. After this, girls cannot meet guys under any conditions. So what the girls would do is they'd promise meetings, and maybe this is a bit bad. Here's where the famoose would start. So it'd be good, like I had a lot of girls who worked for me, and the best was like the Ukrainians or the Russians. It was amazing. Because they'd get some guy, fall in love, they'd arrange the day to meet.
No filler words. Almost no filler words. I heard him say right, like, just a few times in this whole conversation. No filler words. Almost no filler words. Super important. This is another pillar. The flow. You want to speak in a rhythm that feels like music. You want to sometimes speak faster. Sometimes take some pauses. Speak louder. Speak smoother. He does all of that. It's like music.
All this shit. I need a visa. Okay, get a visa. I need money for a visa. Okay, how much is a visa? It's $900. No, but it's not.
Yo, this is how Tate got me the first time I was listening to that interview. I promise, guys, I was just checking, would that be a good interview to review? Then I got lost in the sauce. And I was reacting just like this guy. This is how powerful charisma in speaking is.
$900 because I went to the embassy. They think I'm a risk, and I need a return flight there and back, and I need a hotel. I need to have spending money in my bank account. They won't let me come. Or how much you need? All right, 10 grand. Boom. It's 10 G's. Boom. Thanks.
Wow.
Go to the embassy, take a picture outside the embassy. Boom, come back. They rejected my visa. They said we have to wait 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they'll give it to me. Okay, baby. Boom. 2 more weeks of tips. Boom, 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 boom. Because now he thinks he's going to fuck, right? He thinks he get the girls. Now he's spending more than ever. 2 weeks. 2 weeks come. Some other problem. Whether it's visa, whatever. We make up some bullshit, right?
All these OnlyFans chicks can learn from you, man.
Oh, man,
no,
bro,
but you know, like a free
people watch
free OnlyFans tutorial.
Yeah,
here in the DMs.
people would say, why did those girls work for you? Because the girls would work for me, and at 50%, because it was 50-50, would make millions per month. If they worked for themselves, they'd make fucking nothing. I was the best in the fucking game. Me.
Well, there's no better moment to talk about another pillar, which is certainty. Certainty. Whether you agree with him or not, whether you like him or not. This, by the way, is an objective review as much as possible. The certainty with which he speaks is almost unmatched. It's unmatched. I was the best in the fucking game. And the way he expresses himself, that is why people subconsciously, especially those who are not very mature yet or conscious, get drawn into his world and follow what he says by the book, almost religiously. I'm a big believer in thinking for yourself. No matter who speaks, you think for yourself, you take what works for you, you leave what doesn't, and you develop this critical thinking. When someone has certainty like Tate, it almost bypasses this critical thinking unless you have very strong frame yourself. And what I mean by frame is frame of thinking.
And I had a whole team of staff. The girl would only work 6 or 7 hours a day online.
So how did it end?
Bro, the story's just begun.
Oh,
you want me to tell you? I can shut up if you want.
Wait, you could have double dipped.
I love this, the detachment. Yo, I can shut up if you want. Do you want the end of the story or not? Making people beg for it, quote unquote. Another pillar is charisma, which I define as the ability to make people experience desire in your presence. What he just did is very charismatic. He's like, hey, I can stop. I'm detached. I don't need to tell you guys what I'm about to tell you. Do you want it or not? Yes, please, Tate, tell us. That's charisma.
Dipped and started coaching to coach these guys too, right?
I could have, but fuck, I'll give it all for free because I'm rich already. But so the girl would be online for 6 or 7 hours, but then when she logged off, was sleeping or whatever, on her WhatsApp, I'd have staff. She was online 24 hours a day. Her WhatsApp, her this. She was famoosing when she was asleep. We were bringing in money from the fucking sky. We were promising all these meetings, all these pictures outside of embassies, all this shit. Eventually, the girl, what she would do is she'd say, oh, I don't want to go embassy. She'd give a really lame excuse to try and provoke the man to get angry. So she'd say, the embassy want me to come back, but I have a headache. That was the one we'd use. He'd be like,
Wow. The last pillar, and then even I'm getting involved here in the story, so then I'll put less pauses and we'll just listen to the whole story. The last pillar I want to share with you guys is the pillar of clarity. When you speak, is it understandable? Is it relatable to people? And I think Tate is great at that. The way he told his story, simple language, nothing sophisticated. He uses different voices when the women are talking, and then different voices when he's the one talking. So it's very understandable, and his storytelling skills are just insane, which if you don't know how to make people understand a concept, metaphors, stories are always a good idea. Okay, let's listen to the end of the story.
I just sent you $1 million. You promised you were going to come. You said you had to delay. Now you're saying you have a fucking headache and you won't go to your appointment to make him mad on purpose, because that would annoy any man. And then that's what we needed. We need the little trigger. And we go, why are you being aggressive? I'm not being aggressive, but you're not serious, da-da-da. And then we'd say, but you know what? I really like you, and I'm flying to the other side of the world by myself, and now you're being aggressive, and now I'm intimidated. And we'd flip it on him, saying, well, now you're being scary. No, I'm not being scary, but you know, it's your appointment. You're supposed to go, yeah, but I feel sick, and you don't even care. Female bullshit. Female bullshit. And flip it on him. Flip it on him. And he'd get fucking furious, because we were really good at
playing
fucking...
both sides.
Poking him to the point where we go like, you're a fucking scammer, you fucking scam me, get really mad. I can't believe you think I was a scammer. I was gonna come, I went to the embassy, you're a fucking liar. Every man in my life has only lied to me. I thought you were different. Da-da-da. Big beef, big argument. Yep. Big argument. But here's the thing. The guy would get pissed off, right, and leave, stop tipping her, stop coming to her. But for these men, that's the only chick in the world, the only hot chick in the world who talks to him. Maybe it takes a week, maybe it takes 2 weeks, maybe it takes 3 weeks. He's in bed at night, alone, jerking off, looking at her old videos and pictures, watching her stream again from another account so she can't see it's him, sitting there going, maybe she was going to come. Maybe I just got too mad when she had a headache. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and she would have been my girlfriend. And 100% of the time, in less than 3 months, with an apology, a brand new pile of money, and the cycle would repeat. We fucking killed the game.
Fuck. Fuck. Any of you guys gooning, being stuck in the lust cycle, watching porn, or paying models, because some of you guys are doing that maybe, and there's no judgment. I'm all love here. I'm here to help you guys grow. What just happened, the story he just shared, hopefully wakes your ass up. That's what's happening behind the scenes. That's what's happening. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The system is built like that. So there's a few things here. Number one, Tate, genius of human psychology. Now, when you have that skill, you can use it for the ultimate good, for the ultimate evil, and everything in between. Here, obviously, it doesn't really go towards the good, but again, don't hate the player, hate the game. This is how the system is working. If these guys weren't paying for it, it wouldn't have happened. And so this is why I never really blame the industries. I encourage individuals to take responsibility, to wake their asses up, because that will destroy the system itself. This, to me, is the highest, most loving way to solve that problem. Now, the second thing I want to point to is his ability to use body language in key moments. This is my communication expert coming out. I couldn't not say it. So in key moments of the story, he goes, but here's the thing. Immediately, no matter who you are subconsciously, like, I want to hear what the thing is, but here's the thing. And then towards the end, he does it again. Wait, watch this here.
Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and she would have been my girlfriend. And 100% of the time, in less than 3 months, with an apology, a brand new pile of money, and the cycle would repeat.
Certainty, dominance, locked in. All of that body language matters. So captivating. Wow. Guys, what a review that was. Let me know who you want me to review next. And remember, if you want me to do that for your own speaking or content with a Loom video just like this, the link is in the description. You can also join the Brotherhood, where we host live workshops when we immerse ourselves, we challenge ourselves, and we talk about public speaking, influence, charisma, all of that good stuff. I love you guys. I'll see you here very, very soon. Peace.